guys, and welcome back to Sweet and Sour Soccer. And we've got another transfer rumour for you today, and it involves one of the biggest clubs in the UK, Celtic. Now, we are coming on to a player that is highly rated in the Championship, and that is Antoine Semenyo. He plays for Bristol City, and it's a Bristol City team that is led by Nigel Pearson, who didn't do that well last season. And I'll come on to his stats very shortly. But the story actually comes from Peter O'Rourke, quite a respected journalist, and he says that Celtic have been following Semenyo for some time, and specifically over the winter. Now, it's apparently Celtic's head scout, Craig Strachan, that has been keeping tabs on the young striker. Apparently, he went to Bristol to watch him over the winter against Reading. This might be a name, the player, Semenyo, it might be a name that Celtic fans may recognise, or maybe they recognise his face, because they have been linked a couple of times over the last few windows. We know that Celtic tend to scout their players quite extensively. It's unlike Celtic to make a very rash decision, especially when you're talking about the kind of money that would apparently needed to be funded to get this player away from Bristol. Now, Bristol are asking for a £20 million fee for the young striker. I don't know if that's a fee maybe just to try and put off teams, or whether they actually would consider selling him for maybe 20, maybe 18 million if you can put in a substantial offer. For me, I think this would be a fantastic buy for Celtic. He can play on the wing, left wing or right wing, but he is an out-and-out striker. Now, we know that Celtic have quite a fluid attack. They do have players that can interchange, and Semenyo is actually no different. 8 goals and 12 assists in the Championship last season, and he only played 31 games. It's worth bearing in mind, 20 goal involvements in only 31 appearances. This is for a Bristol team that finished 17th in the Championship last season, and they were relatively flirting with relegation. They were around the bottom of the league for most of the season. And I think to get 20 goal involvements is an incredible return. He also averaged 2.3 shots a game last season, over 1 key pass per game, and over 1.2 successful dribbles per game. It actually puts him in the top 2 of the entire Bristol City squad for those stats that I just mentioned. You couple that in with 8 goals and 12 assists. This is really a player that is worth keeping an eye on. We'll go through the stats. As I said, Antoine Semenyo, 22 years of age. He is a centre forward, I should say. He's a striker. Really, he's out and out a striker, but he can play on the left and the right. He has got pace, and he is not afraid of attacking defenders one-on-one. He is Ghanaian, born in London. I think this is a big reason as to why there may be clubs that might be sniffing around him, to fill that English quota. Could a club like Forest be looking at him, or a Bournemouth, a team that has just gone up, who want to bolster their attack? We know Forest have got a lot of players on loan who, of course, have just gone up to the Premier League. Could we see other Premier League clubs that are already in the Premier League? Maybe a Leeds, maybe a Villa. They're after a striker. They're being linked to Suarez. You never know. Maybe a Southampton. I think this is a player that we're going to be seeing a lot of links over the summer. The fee is apparently 20 million, as I mentioned earlier. What's interesting is the contract situation. It expires next summer, so only 12 months left, but Bristol are wanting a £20 million fee. Seems like a lot. They do have the ability, apparently, this is reported, Bristol do have the ability to extend his contract for a further 12 months, but that hasn't been confirmed yet. Celtic fans, let me know, would you be interested in this player? Do you recognise the links from Semenyo from previous windows? I think this would be a very good signing for Celtic. You've got to think they're probably going to be in the Champions League next season. Well, they will be in the Champions League next season. And with the Champions League money, I think this is a player that they could get. And in my opinion, they should get. Guys, let me know. Hit the comments. Let me know. Would you be happy with this signing? Hit that like and subscribe button as well to get more rumours throughout the summer. And as always, stay safe and take care.